Good evening, this is Patricia Barnett, and this is Module 5 that deals with defining the topic of interest. And my topic of interest this evening surrounds the retirement of one of two payroll administrators on my payroll team, and the need for a seamless knowledge transfer within a short time frame to ensure a smooth transition for an effective and efficient business continuity. What is the problem to be solved? One of our two payroll administrators is retiring at the end of the year, and she works very closely with the county in managing the state retirement plans for government employees. This task can be complex and nuanced at times. And while the goal would be to hire someone off the street, that could complicate the issue because of the steep learning curve. So it's important that we train from within, especially because we have only a few months to get this accomplished without any gaps in our business. It's therefore imperative to have a plan to transfer knowledge, establish some trainings, and evaluate to ensure a smooth business continuity before the administrator retires. What goals do you wish to accomplish with the action research plan? The goal is to begin the process of understanding the level of knowledge currently on the team and the steps involved in bringing that knowledge up to par so that the administrator's absence or retirement does not leave a gaping hole that would negatively impact our business and the thousands of employees, county employees that we serve. Who will need to be involved? It would begin definitely with the retiring administrator, the individuals who will assume responsibility for these tasks, their immediate supervisor who will stay current with the trainings or the action plans to ensure accountability, and the department manager. Other members of the team may be asked to join at different intervals depending on the revelation of any subsidiary findings and questions requiring answers along the way. What obstacles might be foreseen? Time will definitely be a factor because it's such a short window before her retirement, and there will be a lot to cover. Employee vacations, it's possible employees could have emergencies. There is work-life balance, and employees may need time off, and sometimes there's no way around that but to approve for employees to be out. Learning styles could impact how this information is transferred and the actual transfer of knowledge. There could also be some challenges with system access for new users and any new configurations that the IT team may need to be involved in. In order to circumvent any obstacle, it begins with identifying the obstacles at the outset and those who may be impacted by them. This means having all stakeholders at the table to contribute to the dialogue and for clear expectations to be established with everyone present. What solution or intervention do you propose implementing? An initial meeting or focus group will be necessary with all stakeholders for the purpose of laying out the timeline for the administrator's retirement and what this will mean for the business and business continuity. The administrator will be in the meeting to detail her current processes with the task, while those who will be assuming responsibility will engage in discussing their knowledge level and any potential concerns with the plan to assume the new responsibilities and, of course, to ask questions. This could be viewed as the interview process or a period of inquiry where engaging dialogue will take place with all stakeholders. As manager of the team, I will act as facilitator and guide where needed. From here, a strategic plan will be formulated with very specific action items defined. Again, it will be reviewed by all stakeholders for strengths, and or weaknesses, and will include hands-on training with some observation. And this will be done within a very specific time frame. For example, over multiple 2-week periods. And I say 2-week periods because each payroll is they're biweekly. So after each payroll, there would be an assessment, so to speak, of any knowledge transfer, since the learnings will need to be applied during payroll processing as being actively learning. A report will be generated after each focus group to detail the updates, concerns, successes, and any lingering issue that may require additional input for possibly other business partners, for example, IT, for system configurations, or reports for efficiencies. Once these are established and documented, to include updated procedures and any applicable policies, formal follow-up meetings will be scheduled on the calendar for monitoring and reviewing what has been implemented and for evaluation of accomplishments and or challenges. How will you specifically measure the effectiveness of your plan? The most impactful way to measure the knowledge transfer is to have the trained employees work on the tasks while the retiring employee is still actively on the team, which is why I alluded earlier to having this done every 2 weeks, since payroll is processed each bi-week or bi-weekly, and then it would be safe to measure at that point. The trained employees will have structured trainings and will be required to work independently during the payroll on the tasks to measure learning and understanding of responsibilities. Continuous focus groups will be facilitated for the duration to discuss experiences, successes, challenges, and outcomes. Any lingering or emergent issues will be prioritized with the timeline in mind and the need to have knowledge transferred so there will be no gaps in business operations. The employee's immediate supervisor being present in the meetings will be responsible for ensuring accountability with following through on the trainings and other action items. Thank you.